Hi guys, it's Mrs. Blumen here with my vision board presentation. So I'm just going to walk you through this and the different parts to my vision board and how it kind of establishes my vision for my own future. So my mission statement right here in the middle is to lead a life built on compassion, integrity, and love to inspire and help others realize their potential and passions. I really felt like this mission statement kind of captured what I want to do as a teacher, as a mom, as a wife, just as an overall person in every aspect of my life. So building off of my mission statement, it kind of goes into my short-term and my long-term goals. So you can't really see it there, but my long-term goals are all in orange here. So first one, pay for my children's college, be a great mother and wife, pay off a house, retire at age 65, and start a family. Those are kind of things that I see myself doing, I don't know, 5, 10, 15 years down the road, maybe even more than that, especially on the house one. Then in the yellow, I have a lot of my short-term goals. These are things that I want to do in the next year to 4 years-ish, or even just tomorrow. So the first one is to read 30 books in a year, get back into teaching English someday in the next couple of years, get all AVID students to graduation, yes, that is you guys, finish my last master's class this summer, and to be an inspiration. So some of those I kind of do every day. Some of those I kind of want to do in the next year. Some of them are just kind of intermittent throughout my life. So my two quotes that I chose to include, the first one is up here. It's a John Wooden quote. It says, "Don't let making a living prevent you from making a life." I really want this to be something that kind of helps guide my own life. The idea that I don't have to worry about having all the nicest things. I just want to have a great life, and I want to be able to provide for the people that I love most. My other quote is down here in this corner. It's by Nelson Mandela. It says, "I learned that courage wasn't the absence of fear, but the triumph over it. The brave man is not he who doesn't feel afraid, but he who conquers that fear." I feel like a lot of people have this misconception about courage and the fact that whenever you're courageous, you aren't fearful of anything, you aren't afraid of anything. Whereas I think true courage, as Nelson Mandela points out here, is that ability to kind of triumph over our fears. So we all have fears, that's inevitable, but courage is overcoming those fears. So I kind of want to be able to live my life according to that as well. So getting into my values, just things that I really want to hold myself accountable for throughout my life. I want to be courageous, like I just mentioned. I want to be authentic, and that, again, that can expand into any aspect of my life. I want to be authentic as a teacher. I want to be authentic as a friend. I want to be authentic as a wife, as a coach. Just that idea of authenticity and really being myself around the people that I care about. Optimism. I want to live a life full of optimism and just be optimistic about the future and what that has in store. Accountability, not only for myself, I want to be able to hold myself accountable, but I also want to be able to hold the people around me accountable as well. Knowledge, obviously as a teacher, I think knowledge is very important, so I think that that's something that really captures what I want to have in my future. And balance. So I tend to have my hands in a lot of different things, a lot of different clubs and sports and just different realms of life. So I want to be able to maintain balance, especially as life starts getting a little crazier in these next few years. So lastly, I just have kind of my pictures and how that relates to my vision for my future. The one up here, it's a mother and daughter. Obviously, I want to have kids someday, so I think that kind of captures that pretty well. The smiley face that I pulled out of a magazine just because I want to be happy and I want to make the people around me happy. Here's rocks, balance, okay, that idea that I do want to live a balanced life and be able to maintain the things that are important to me. Down here, these coins that kind of stack up and there's little like leaves growing out of it. I want that to be like financial stability and just being wise with my money and not necessarily having a lot of money, but just being able to use what I have. A house, okay, that goes along with the idea of paying off my house in the next, I don't know, 30 years. So just, being able to maintain a house and not only that, not only financially, but also just provide a home for my family, for my husband, for my kids. Up here, there's a girl running just because I do enjoy running. I enjoy fitness, so I want to make sure that in order to stay balanced, I'm finding time to run and taking my dogs out on a run. Same thing over here. There's a girl working out. I want to find time to work out in my crazy schedule. Let's see. Down here, I found just a magazine clipping that says "So chill." I'd like to live my life in a very chill mood, I guess. Kind of roll with the punches, but also, getting things done. And then down here, kicking my comparison complex. So just kind of making sure that I am not comparing myself to others, but really just holding myself to my own standards and what I want to see out of my future. So that is my vision board. I hope you guys learned a little bit about me, and I hope that this kind of can serve as a model for what you are going to do with your vision boards and your presentations. So I can't wait to see them.